TD Garden hums like a cathedral built on tension. The banners hang heavy, the ghosts restless. Boston's pride is cracking under the weight of 6 straight losses, while the Colorado Avalanche glide in like a prophecy fulfilled, 5 wins, 3 overtime points, and not a single moment of self-doubt. Scott Wedgwood stands in net, still as ice before dawn. 5 wins, 0 regulation losses, and a .938 save percentage that turns shooters into believers. Before him, Cale Makar and Devin Toews carve geometry into motion, angles so precise they feel divine. And up front, Nathan MacKinnon and Martin Necas drive the storm. Blades flashing, passes snapping, the kind of rhythm that erases chance itself. Across the rink, Jeremy Swayman braces for impact. The Bruins bleed 3.67 goals per game, their blue line stretched thin, their confidence even thinner. David Pasternak can dazzle, but a single star can't mend a cracked foundation. Vegas sets Colorado 1.5 at .140. That number isn't a gamble, it's an omen. 5-on-5 dominance, airtight structure, and goaltending carved from calm. The Avalanche don't just win games, they absorb them. And today's AI pick is Avalanche 1.5, .140. Will we cash or will we burn? The ice answers softly. Control holds. On to Game 2, Sabres versus Maple Leafs with Hada.
Scotiabank Arena glows electric blue, a cathedral for pressure and pride. The Maple Leafs return home burdened by 2 straight losses, and every fan in Toronto can feel the tension pulsing under the ice. Across from them, the Buffalo Sabres arrive quiet and dangerous, a team that never dazzles but always hangs around long enough to make you nervous. Steady hands and a patient heart. Behind him stands one of the league's best penalty kills, a machine humming at 96%. They don't chase, they contain. They wait for you to make the first mistake. Up front, Tage Thompson and Dylan Cozens push the attack with heavy speed, knowing that if they can draw a penalty, their 25% power play can sting even elite teams. For Toronto, Caden Primo gets the net. A surprise start and a gamble. The Leafs can score, but defense has been their undoing. 3.57 goals against per game tells the truth of a roster that can't hold its shape when the game slows down. Vegas has Buffalo Pulse 1.5 at 168, and that line feels like a mirror of tonight's rhythm. The Leafs may surge early, but Buffalo's structure won't break. Special teams balance, steady goaltending, and quiet defiance. That's how they stay within 1. And today's AI pick is Sabres pun 1.5, 168. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 3 with Angel.
Rogers Arena hums with that West Coast tension, the kind that feels like hope and exhaustion mixed together. The Vancouver Canucks step onto home ice battered but unbroken, survivors of a road trip that cost them bodies and rhythm. Thatcher Demko waits in the crease, quiet, centered, and carrying the weight of a team that can't afford another stumble. Across from him glide the Montreal Canadiens, young, fast, and suddenly dangerous. Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield skate like they're sharing one heartbeat. 9 games in, they've turned chemistry into chaos for every defense they face. Suzuki orchestrates, Caulfield finishes. Their precision makes small ice feel enormous, but beneath that beauty lies risk. Montreal lives and dies on efficiency. They don't overwhelm with volume. They strike like lightning and trust it'll hit twice. Vancouver has grit and the better goaltender on paper, but too many names are missing from the lineup. Too many shifts held together by willpower and tape. The numbers whisper what the eyes already know. Demko can steal a night, but he can't steal a season. Vegas calls it near even, but rhythm doesn't lie. Montreal's pace is pure momentum, a wave cresting at the right time. The glass cannon doesn't shatter tonight, it shines. And today's AI pick is Canadiens moneyline, 104. Will we cash or will we burn? The ice tilts east. Montreal flies home with another win. On to Game 4.
PPG paints. Arena glows gold beneath the rafters, its air thick with memory. Hall of Fame night, Crosby, Malkin, Letang, and the ghosts that built this house. The crowd hums like a storm before it breaks, waiting for the puck to drop on another chapter of dominance. For a decade, Columbus has come here and left with nothing but echoes. Tonight, they face both history and momentum. Pittsburgh enters 6-2, their power play burning at 33%, the best in the league. Crosby and Malkin still orchestrate chaos with surgical precision, and the puck obeys them like it remembers who it belongs to. On the other side, the Blue Jackets arrive respectable but flawed. Their 5-on-5 play is solid, even tilted in their favor, but discipline? That's where the ice tilts steeply. A penalty against this Penguins unit is practically an omen. The Jackets can shoot, but they can't survive the kill, the worst in hockey, bleeding goals at 60%. Against the league's deadliest special teams, that's a recipe written in chalk before warm-ups even end. And today's AI pick is Penguins moneyline, 120. Will we cash or will we burn? The lights fade, the legends glow, and Pittsburgh plays like a team that refuses to age. On to Game 5.
Climate Pledge Arena hums like the ocean it's named for. Calm above, chaos underneath. The Edmonton Oilers glide in as a storm of speed and precision, the Kraken waiting in the deep, built to frustrate and drag opponents into low water. But tonight, the ice won't stay quiet. Not with Connor McDavid on the move, not with the smell of goals in the air. The Oilers have found rhythm again. 4 straight games over 5 total goals. Their offense clicking even without Zach Hyman's net front grind. Their power play hums at 28%, a number that bends penalty kills to its will. Against Seattle's 71% PK, it's not if they score, it's when. McDavid and Draisaitl have rediscovered the tempo of inevitability, drawing penalties, slicing seams, creating chaos. Seattle counters with structure. Joey Daccord has been steady, their blue line mobile, their forecheck alive, but they've bled chances lately, especially against teams that move the puck east to west. That's Edmonton's specialty, the cut, the delay, the late trailer that leaves goalies frozen. The Kraken can score too, quietly, methodically. Jaden Schwartz and Jordan Eberle turning mistakes into noise. 5.5 goals feels like a dare. The math, the momentum, the matchup. They all say the same thing. Offense wins this night. And today's AI pick is over 5.5 total goals. Will we cash or will we burn? The answer won't whisper tonight. It'll roar beneath the glass. On to the recap with Lilith.
Do you feel that hum, that pulse beneath the ice? That's not the crowd, it's the system, breathing victory into the dark. Tonight, our path cut across 5 cities, 5 stories, 5 wagers carved in data and myth. Let's rewind the blade. Game 1, Colorado Avalanche, 1.5, 1240. Wedgwood's Wall, McKinnon's Fire, Control wins again in Boston. Game 2, Buffalo Sabres, Buzz 1.5, 168. The Quiet Rebellion, Discipline, Defense, and Defiance in Toronto. 1 goal's all they'll need to cover. Game 3, Montreal Canadiens, Moneyline, 104. The Glass Cannon shines again out west. Suzuki and Caulfield break the silence in Vancouver. Game 4, Pittsburgh Penguins, Moneyline, 120. Hall of Fame night turns holy. The legends rise, and the streak stays alive in Pittsburgh. Game 5, Oilers versus Kraken. Over 5.5, 110. McDavid stirs the storm, Daccord holds the line, and the night blooms into goals. Over hits beneath the roar of Climate Pledge. That's 5 plays, 5 edges, 5 signals sharpened into form. You came for odds, you left with omen. Now in Spanish, for those who listen differently, 1, Avalanche menos 1.5. 2, Sabres más 1.5. 3, Canadiens línea de dinero. 4, Penguins línea de dinero. 5, Oilers contra Kraken, más de 5.5 goles. Like and subscribe. Will we cash or will we burn? In der Kälte des Eises findet man keine Lügen. In the cold of the ice, there are no lies.